It's not over until it's over. That's what I was getting when I was entering your reading, Pisces. It's not over till it's over. And I feel like beloved is sending that message through for someone specific to keep fighting, to keep trying. Something's not over. But let's go ahead and get into this message and see what beloved wants you to know, Pisces. Beloved, what's going on with Pisces? What's the message you have for Pisces, please? What's the message you have for Pisces, please? Wow. Interesting that you would have etheric cords. You know, etheric cords are cords in the spiritual realm, right? Things that bind, things that connect us to people, right? These are those cords that we talk about when we're speaking of reference to, you know, trauma bonds, right? These are the cords that we're speaking of reference to when we're talking about those invisible cords that we have connected to people that have been in our lives, and how we're still connected to them through these cords, these energetic cords, right? There is a situation in your life, Pisces, that you are very much still connected to through these etheric cords. I know I said etheric cords. It just seemed like it's come out the ethers, right? But whatever these cords are cords that bind, right? They don't free. They're cords that bind. And they have bound two people together. Maybe multiple people. But it's cords attached from, you know, mother, father, from a spouse, a friend, whatever, right? In your life. They're cords that bind. I don't want to use this deck. Let's use this one. But as we think about these cords, think about the people that we have connection to, the people that it's hard to leave behind, to get rid of, to disconnect from, right? To ultimately just leave behind. The reason why it's so hard to leave certain people, certain things, certain situations behind is because of these cords. Yeah, this is the perfect deck for these cords. Beloved, you clarify these cords for Pisces, please. I almost said Aries. So some of you guys could be dealing with the Aries. Beloved, what's the message you have for Pisces, please? Wow. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. These could be a lot of platonic relationships, Pisces. They could be, you know, friends, co-workers, you know, things like that, right? But there are cords. Wow. Let's get into it. The Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Sun. Wow. Look at where those cords are affecting you, Pisces. And the one place that a Pisces never needs to be attacked in, their brain. Pisces, you are very intuitive. You're the psychic of the tarot. And these cords, I see, have caused you a lot of pain. So these are people that's living in your head rent-free. The things that they have done to you. Yeah. Wow. The good thing is you're trying to disconnect your heart from them, or your heart is disconnected from these cords. They're in your mind, but not in your heart, which is interesting. This Nine of Cups, beloved, is trying to reconnect you to your higher self, your higher way of being, your higher way of thinking. Trying to loose these cords, right? Cutting cords, right? Releasing people, releasing individuals that no longer serve you. Release is what beloved keeps talking about. It's time to release something. You've been attacked in your mind for a long time. You've been waiting, you've been wondering, like, what the hell is going on? Why am I, still thinking about this? Why haven't I let this go? Why did these people do this? Why did this person do that? Why am I caught up in this constant cycle of these type of people that just come and drain my energy? It's like a lot of questions that swirl around, like, people in your life, right? You're highly sensitive human being. So when people hurt you, they really hurt you. And I feel like you hold on to it. You don't release it. You don't let it go, right? It no longer sits in your heart space, in your heart chakra, but it now lives and resides in your head. And the more you think about it, the more that it weaves these cords in your mind, almost blocking out your third eye chakra, right? Look at the way he's being irritated. Can you imagine that you're trying to get away? You were once free and happy, and out of nowhere, here comes something to plague your mind, to constantly remind you every day, all day, about this thing, about this person, about these people, right? I feel like, Pisces, you were once in a place, okay, where, you had a lot of great things coming in. You were seeing your manifestations because you were manifesting from your mind space, right? Like, whatever you wanted to bring in, you were ultimately bringing in, because that's the power of a Pisces, right? Like, beloved had no problem with bringing you in these manifestations. Like, these are your manifestations, Pisces, right? But then it seemed like everything just stopped suddenly. And you start holding on a little closer to the things you had, because you're like, damn, I used to just have like things that just came to me, right? What happened was stopped things from coming to me the way they were coming. What stopped things from coming to you, Pisces, the way they were coming is this right here. This connection, this person, this situation, these people. Right? This is what stopped things from coming to you. Because instead of being in an energy of receiving, you start being in this energy of guarding, right? Blocking your blessings from coming in. Because according to the energy, this connection was way more important than the things that you were actually trying to manifest into life, right? I feel like, Pisces, with you being such an intuitive sign, with you being the Queen of Cups, how'd you get down from 9 pentacles to 1 cup? It's like you put all of your life on hold for the sake of a man, for the sake of a woman, for the sake of a friend, for the sake of a child, right? Like, this 1 cup had become your whole entire world. That's all you live, breathe, thought of. You guys got to excuse the lightness and the darkness. I'm not sure what's going on with this camera. Like, I'm going to get a camera eventually. It's just, I never think about it when I'm out. But I'm going to get one eventually. Maybe I go on Amazon tonight. But I got to do my research. But I'm sorry to break the vibe. But yeah, whatever this 1 cup is, it became your whole entire world. You stopped caring about the things that you once cared about before you had this connection, right? This is why you start seeing your manifestations slow down, right? Decrease, right? job wasn't paying as much. You wasn't given as much overtime, right? You weren't receiving blessings and gifts out of nowhere anymore. It's like everything just slowed down because you made something the center of your life, and that's only God's place right there, to be the center of one's life. That's God's body, right? So God wants to be the center. So whatever happened with this situation, in this situation, whoever this connection was, like I said, it could be platonic connections. It could be connections with a significant other. Whatever the connection, this is what stopped your manifestations from coming in. Because as you thought you were connecting more and more to a person, to an individual, those cords were growing, blocking, right? That centralized place that you were manifesting from, right? And you're wondering what the hell happened to the manifestations. You know what? Beloved is saying it's time to disconnect from that thing that has been keeping you bound, right? That's been keeping you from achieving your highest level of ascension, your highest level of manifestation. Once you disconnect from it, look what pours out of your heart. Look what comes out of your heart. 9 cups. You multiply the cups and you have a trunk full of pentacles, right? That's because you reconnect with God, right? And allow God to be the center of your universe, right? You don't ever put a person in God's place. You're asking for trouble. God knows the heart, and that's one thing that you can't hide from God, is that heart space. Somehow you disconnected from your creator to connect with his creation, right? And that's causing, the slow of the manifestations that you want to see come in, Pisces. But there's hope, because as soon as you tap back in, baby, as soon as you tap back into your authentic, true self, your true nature, to have a connection with the Most High, to have a connection with Source, to have a connection with Spirit, whatever you call them, whatever you call it, right? Everything, your manifestations open back up for you, right? Life gets better because everything's set in its proper place. And I think that's the lesson that was needed for you to learn, is to set everything in its proper place. Don't ever put a human being on a pedestal. God is watching. And God's seen like what was going on. This is why the manifestations slow down. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? Either way, beloved, that's the message I have for you. I thank you so much for tapping in to BMHP's Table Etiquettes. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, love, peace, and so. Take care.